Every once. Okay, let me. Whew, it rained so hard last night. It was only supposed to rain a little, but child, the weather got carried away. Anyway, look at that. Look at that. That's amaranth. That ain't really callaloo. That's another version of amaranth. But I wanted to show y'all. This happened before the rain, but the rain made it come up even more. Y'all see my sweet potatoes? They starting to come up. There goes some over there too. Now I got some planted here that haven't come up yet. I got some and I got some over there that haven't come up yet. I really got them kind of all through this mound, but they haven't really come up yet. I'm finna pull this. This weed right here is obnoxious. The only time, y'all, I beats all the little dirt off my stuff. Don't take no dirt with you. I'm gonna throw that in my rain barrels here in a minute. Now, you know what? Here go another piece. I missed this one. Beat that off. Let me take y'all with me. That's what I'm gonna do. It is a college day in the life of a gardener. So I'm just not getting out here really checking on my stuff. So I done pulled up these little weeds and snapped them in half. You don't have to snap them in half. I'm just brutal like that. But let me show y'all my rain barrels though. So look at, and if you want your tadpoles to get bigger and grow faster, look at them. Put you some leaf matter. If y'all wondering what that grainy stuff is, that was a dunk. It has broken up. It's still working though, even when it's broken up. But look at them. Look at all my little babies in there. Look at my little babies. It's that time of year, peoples. And then see over here, I had just set this up there. See, there's another half of a dunk there. Y'all can see it's some in there too. So I put me a little leaf matter because they eat that was a big one. Limb come out that tree. It didn't come out on my side. Praise the Lord. Anyway, when you see something moving in the air, you just take cover. Anyway, but y'all see him? Y'all see him there eating? Can you see his little mouth? They're so cute. Look at them swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Anyway, so if y'all wonder why I have leaf matter, and I just put some in this one, y'all see it's a lot of these babies hadn't hatched out. You can see the eggs when they in there, but that hadn't hatched out yet. So anyway, put my weeds back here. Like I said, this is my first little chance today getting out here. It rained all night last night. This morning I had to go take care of some business. I had to go to the store, run a few errands. I got that on out the way. I think it's like 10 o'clock in the morning now. I usually don't get out here this late, but it's still cool and I'm good for as I'm concerned. I can't remember if I told y'all, but I put coconut coir here. I don't think I told you. I worked some in down there. I was able to actually work it in down there. I still need to put a little bit back here where y'all don't see none. See how that look versus right in there. This spot ain't got none. This spot got it. So that's that. But today I found, y'all see that bucket over there? I found that bucket and it was full of, I had some kale seeds that I collected like 2 years ago and completely forgot about them. And it was some kale that crossed with some other stuff. So therefore, I really don't know exactly what I'm going to get. I know it's going to be a kale, and I know I had collards planted at the time, and I know I had broccoli planted at the time, but I can't remember what all was flowering. But anyway, long story short, those seeds were at the bottom of that bucket. And believe it or not, y'all, some of them had started germinating in the bucket. So the few that had germinated, the 4 or 5 that had germinated, I planted them in a thing in the back, and I'll show that to you later. But it was a bunch of seeds in there, and this is what I'm going to do. So I have this here. This is a block of coconut coir with some water in it. See this bed? I did that in, but this bed, I'm going to come in and I'll put coconut coir over the top of that. But what I did first was I took that bucket of seeds, and I just threw all them seeds out there. I don't think all the seeds are viable, but if it's too many of them in there, I'll just thin them out. It's not a big deal. But I know I probably throw 200 seeds in there. But I'm thinking maybe 20% of those may come up. I'm not thinking. But, you know, every time I think that, every last one of them will come up. But anyway, It don't matter. I throwed the seeds down in there. I'm gonna put the coconut coir over them. We're supposed to get some more rain in a couple of days, and that should make those kale come up. Because like I told y'all, in all of these spots, y'all see how this is filling back in because my greens and stuff is growing real pretty. And it's kind of filling in, but you see down there, I got some opening. I got an opening. I got an opening. I got an opening. I don't like them opening. I want this sucker to be filled, because the more these leaves shade the ground, the less watering I got to do. And plus it's more productive. Like you see these leaves, and I want to make mention to y'all, especially any of y'all that's selling at farmers markets and stuff like that. I didn't ever think about it like this because I eat my stuff anyway. But the green lady made a good point to me, because it's another guy that sells greens, and I asked her, I said, well, do you buy from him? And she said, girl, I be liking your greens better. And I said, well, what is it about my greens that she like better? Now watch this, because Nature 9 made a comment, and this is why I tell y'all, y'all better quit pulling them greens. All these greens in here were here last year, and they were here. This is their second year. Most people, when they start flowering, people start pulling they plants out. I don't pull my plants out. I let them keep making. Now let me tell you what's gonna happen. The first year you're gonna get them big ignorant leaves. The next year you're gonna get leaves, about this size or so. And then sometimes after they flower, the leaves start being like this here. Now to me, I don't really care, because I'll still eat it. Or I can put that in my water, and that turns into, your little tea for you to feed your plants with. So it's not a big deal to me. I don't care that the leaves aren't huge, because see, to give you an ideal size, that's how big some of these leaves are. But you know what she told me? She said, your leaves ain't as big and as tough as his. And I never thought about that. These smaller leaves are going to be quite a bit more tender than those real big ones. And she's right, because I don't know, when I be eating my stuff, I just be growing and cooking and eating. I don't be necessarily, I saw some over here I'm not liking. Look at that, all those eggs and stuff. I'm gonna get that together. There's aphids and some more other stuff on there, and it's only that one, but I'm gonna get him together. But anyway, she said, your leaves don't be as big and as tough as his. His take too long to cook. Yours be more tender, and she said it tastes a little sweeter. She could be right. But I do vouch for the tenderness of them. See how once it go to seed, sometime it'll start making these stalks like this here. But what you can do sometime is just cut them back. You can cut them down lower. And if you cut them down lower, they'll branch off, like how you see all these little branches, these little plants up in here. All of that is stuff that has branched off, because I cut the top out of stuff. Because when it get too tall and too lanky, like when it start, you have to have a million of these size leaves to mount up to anything. So when it start just going to this size leaf and won't get big no more, I cut the top out of it and let it branch out. So I just want to mention that to y'all, to those, if you're selling or even if it's just for personal use. Let your stuff stay and see if these are tender, if the leaves are more tender to you. Because sometimes people want to eat collards fresh and don't want to eat them fresh, because sometimes the leaves be too doggone tough. Who wants to sit up and eat Dick's hat band? You know what I mean? So look at this. I do not smoke Black and Mild. Look at that. That done blowed in off the street. Anyhow, so I just wanted to make mention that to y'all. But so all of that hopefully get filled in. That other end down there is gonna get filled in. This is gonna get put here. These here, y'all see this here? I have a bunch of stuff blooming right now, y'all. Now at first, these was the first ones blooming, like those over there. But y'all see, these were the ones that lean more towards purple. And Aisha, I'm just waiting on your seeds to mature. When they mature, trust and believe. But you see how the pods, they start out purple, and see, that's why I say, when I send out these experimental kales and collards and stuff, please don't hold me to what you saw in the video. I have no idea what this stuff is going to do. But what I can tell you is this. It will grow like hell. I will tell you that. It will grow like hell. So if anybody wants any of these, like I said, as I call them, experimental collards and stuff, I really like that one because the purple stems and the purple, and it turns really purple in the wintertime. I may take a cutting off of that one and make sure I propagate it, but I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna take the cutting at. But you know what? Didn't I take a cutting before? I did. I took that way back there at the bottom. That's a cutting. So is this one. That's a cutting as well. But it's going to seeds. But see, the pods ain't purple. See what I'm saying? It's genetics, boy. You don't never know what you gonna get. But and then look at what this one is doing. This one is real weird how it's doing. Can y'all see how it's starting to like branch off at every node? See them little bitty leaves with me? See right in there where my finger is? All these little bitty, it's starting to do that all over. Branch off and get these little bitty look like side shoots like. Don't know why it's doing that. It's just doing it. But I'm gonna tell you, these greens right here, and I got to take my cuttings. I believe I'm gonna take my cuttings the day before it rained for this, so that them cuttings will get rained in real good. Cause I've got to propagate that plant. I do not want to lose it. The top is already going, and I'm not saying that it won't keep going. I'm gonna let it go as long as it possibly can, but I don't want to take no chances. I've got to take at least 4 or 5 cuttings off of that. And that's my kale-let, y'all. But like I told y'all, look how much. I mean, I just picks and eats, and that's a it's kind of a purple one too. So like I said, y'all, I'm out here. Let me show y'all what this rain did to this shard. So I don't know if I told y'all I separated out. Natalie was like, yeah, you can separate them. So I separated out, and then we got some new ones coming in right here. But look how big that got. All of them did fine. The ones that I separated out, they all look fine. And then over here we got some. These look fine. I need to separate. It's one little one here, one here. I'm gonna separate them. This is purslane, that's purslane. But look here, 2 more shard came up. So you know, sometimes your little stuff be late bloomers. Over here with these tomatoes, these are all black cherry tomatoes, and they're looking good. Every last one of those took. Every last one. This is one of those half pole. Natalie sent me them too. I had 2 of them come up. I don't know, they kind of slow. I don't know if I did something wrong or what, but it is what it is. If I get one bean, I'll have seed. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them types. All I need is one. This is black cherry too. Don't mind these blackberries. A lot of that's gonna get cut out, but see, they making berries, y'all. And y'all see them. I'm gonna wait till they make them berries, and I'm gonna cut all that blackberry out of there. But you can just, all these down in here, now I got clover and everything else. But any tomato you see down in here, I saved that spot for a pepper. I got a little spot over there for a pepper too. These are mini San Marzanos. The plants are smaller on these. That's why I planted them a little closer together. Over here, all these onions is going to seed, and you really should pluck that off, but I'm reluctant to do so because of the pollinators. The bees love these onion blooms so much. Now, since this is not a bulb and onion, look how thick. Can y'all see how thick that is? And it's well, it makes a bulb, but it doesn't make a huge bulb. These are multiply onion. Somebody told me they ain't supposed to go to seed, but I'm finna see if these seeds gonna be viable, because somebody told me the only way you can grow them is by, because basically multiply onions. So in here I started with 1. I think this one in the middle is one I started with, but y'all see it's 3 now. It's the same thing over here. I started with 1, but you see it's 3 now. So that's kind of how they grow. They multiply like that, and they make a small bulb. It's about the size of a ping pong ball. But if these seeds are viable, y'all, look how many potential seeds. Look there, and then there's some other ones. See those? And then that's got a scape on. That's a garlic though. I need to get that scape off of there. That's a garlic over there. I need to get them scapes off of there, baby. That's some good eating, honey. And you can't wait too long on your scapes. They get tough, honey. They get tough like Dick's hat band. Look at this here. And I better lay this over in the bed because somebody run over that with the mow. But hell, how the bees, I need something to prop this up with. How the bees supposed to pollinate when you got your head in the dirt? I'm gonna figure that out. But that's a big old onion there. I think that was a regular scallion or something. You give these onions enough room to grow and enough food, they'll do it. But that's the watermelon. It's not really nothing to talk about right there. What we have 15 minutes up and running my mouth. These are ground cherries, and it was a cluster of I don't know how many of them in here. I see another one coming up. Look, let me film, actually show y'all. But it was a cluster. I don't know how many in there. Some of those got ate up. But you see they steadily kind of coming up here and there. Those are some small ones. I got one. This one right here. That's one. It's a decent size. But the rest of that is passion fruit. I did plant squash over here. I got a few Jamaican sorrel. But let me tell you something about that Jamaican sorrel. For me, I'm not saying you can't direct sow, but I think for me on the Jamaican sorrel, I think I'm going to plant it somewhere and then put it up here. The same thing with the okra. I do got these two squash, and then this peanut started coming up today. So that's a peanut. I think I see an oak tree. Yep, let me get you out of here. We're not gonna do acorn germinating. So down here where I got my broccoli rabe, I planted some I think purple hull peas. I planted purple hull peas because these are going to seed, and I can tell you right now, when this broccoli rabe and stuff start going to seed, you can tell it's not gonna really. I'm gonna cut it back and see what it do. Maybe once the seeds mature, but I'm just gonna let them peas grow, and the peas will take the spot of this because I'm thinking that this ain't really gonna give me a whole lot of leaf production. I'm still getting a little bit of this, you know, a little bit of this what you can break off and eat, but it's not a lot. I kind of just been breaking the leaves off for the dogs. It doesn't really matter because I have broccoli rabe right here. These young plants. And then over there, I got, out of all them carrot seeds, I think I had 3 germinate before. The 3 that germinated died. I got one lone little carrot over there. I think those are Parisians. I can't remember. These, of course, are the black nebulas. If you ain't growing black nebula carrots, I don't know what you're waiting on, because I've never had a carrot to outperform black nebula, and they don't really get no care. They get a little bit of liquid feed every now and again. That's it. These are the carrots that I got from Nature 9. Those Danvers. I sold the whole pack in there. So they have germinated and come up. So that's a good thing. But I got some things I'm going to talk to y'all as I walk back here. So I'm kind of planning and preparing. Today it's not supposed to rain anymore. Tomorrow it's not supposed to rain. The next day it's like 69% chance it's supposed to rain all day. So I'm preparing to maybe get some of this stuff out the greenhouse, put it in the garden early that morning before it starts raining, and in that way the rain will just rain my little stuff right on in. I'm trying to let nature work for me. Your plants will be a lot less shocked if you do that. Just, you know, if anybody new don't know, I'm not saying you can't plant when the sun is out. You can, but I find your stuff be less shocked. Let me check this stuff over here. I'm talking to y'all, but I usually just kind of run over this stuff because I don't have to talk through it. But I usually just kind of run over the ground. It's so soggy because it rains so hard. And apparently these peas liked it. Y'all see all them white blooms? But let's go over here because maybe snack time. Let's say snack time. Come here to me. Do not resist. After it rains, you have to check your stuff because sometimes the pests like to come out. Stop that breaking. You're going to come here to me. You will not stay on this plant. Look at the blueberries. They turning blue, y'all. Let me see. You kind of fat. Come on. I like all fat produce. Let's see here. Ooh, the water is getting me. Okay. See, I won't even have to wash them, y'all. They've been rained on. They've been pre-washed. This here, Look how big that one is. That one liable to be you know how when you let your peas go too far, whoo, they got a taste to them when you do that. The texture don't be right and the taste don't be right. Look how pretty. That's them blueberries. They ain't quite ready. I'm gonna tell you why I got them turned like this so the birds can't see them as good. See, the birds soon as stuff start turning colors, that's how they know to pick it and eat it. And the bird will get your blueberries. In case you didn't know. I done seen them over here eating mine. I done run over here about to kill myself running them out. But anyway, look at these beans. See, this is why I have to check. I'm gonna have to harvest. And I didn't show you them beans in the front. Nelly sent me them beans. They so doggone pretty. They some kind of pink striped pod. Ooh, they pretty. I forgot to show y'all that. Them things is making. Let me come over this way. Is it any to harvest over here? Yep. Look here. Oh, look at that. And that's getting a stripe to it. Yeah, because these are different kinds of beans. And hell, I ain't labeled, so I can't remember nothing. I can't remember what nothing is. But look at there. Look at that stripe on that. It's very faint. I'm sure it might get darker. I got to stand. I need to stand. Let me see. Let me put you up under here like this. Stand you up. There you go. There you go. Don't lean out there like that. You're going to get your feelings hurt. Don't drop nothing. Pick that up. Look at these crocuses coming up. The crocuses over there are coming up too. But this is what I really want to show you. My ginger, what Shaka sent me. Something else. That's peanut there coming up. But there goes some ginger. Here goes some ginger. Did I show you that? Okay. Make sure I got it in film. My banana's looking good, but I need to weed out all around these bananas and get that real nice and clear and mulch them real heavy. Over here, everything is looking good. I got to make my trellis thing to put over here out of that. Remember the old greenhouse that got tore up? I'm going to use that like a trellis like and put over here. But I'm just making sure I don't see no damage. I'm just looking real quick. And I'm going to see if I can point this out. Clausen World said something about her raspberries. Clausen World, this is my raspberry right here. Mine is a gold just like yours. This is also raspberry. This is blackberry. I know it's hard to tell because so much stuff is mixed together. But in the camera, can y'all tell there's two different color greens? This one looks much more limey, vibrant, more green. That green, the blackberry, looks more dark. You see what I'm saying? Just like if I pan over here, see how these blackberries, they look darker. So I'm not sure it's anything wrong with your raspberry, Clausen World. I believe that's the way they grow, at least them golds. Mine been that color. I noticed it almost immediately that it was a different color, but it doesn't seem to be struggling. It's growing, it's thriving, so hell, I ain't worried about it. I don't start panicking until something start telling me, to panic. Let me show y'all Angela, the strawberry she sent me. Look at them. New growth. That's why I told y'all, don't be studying how they be looking at first. Don't be studying that. Look at that. New growth, new growth, new growth, new growth. It's new growth on almost all of these strawberries. So they're doing good. And thank you once again, Angela, because you saved me some money, honey, because I was going to have to go to Lowe's. I seen some strawberries grew and they was full pricing. Lord knows I don't want to pay for this price. Okay, let me come up in here and check and see what's going on. Look, I got some stuff about to pass out on. What is this? Cutworm. Cutworm got that. So the ambrosia melon is out, people. Ambrosia melon is out. I can't remember them habaneros or what that is over there. I need to water everything in here, especially my little seedlings. But look at this, y'all. The only two peppers. Remember my mystery tray where everything, all the seeds that didn't come up? Look at this. That's messed up. Pull it out. Everything that didn't come up, I put it in this one. The only two peppers I have in here is Buena Mulata and Pippin's Golden Honey. It's 5 peppers right here together, and it's 2 over here. These were more purple when they first came in. So I'm guessing those are probably the Buena Mulata. I cannot believe them things germinated and did what they was supposed to do. Shock. The shock. Those over there are Creola Cellar. Y'all remember my peppers a long time ago when I was harvesting and had so many peppers on them. I think those are Scotch bonnets. I think my Scotch bonnets out there gonna come back. Not for sure though, honey. I got to have some backups. So that's that. Over here, y'all remember when I said I was gonna sow me some slicer tomatoes? I sold some Marion, and the Marion went on and came up. These are yellow cabbage collards that Nature 9 sent me. Natalie sent me some cabbage collards too. And Nature 9 tell me, did your cabbage collards do this? And this could be just because where they are in the greenhouse, where you're super leggy like this. Mine got super leggy for some reason. Have no clue why, but that's okay. The habaneros I sold, I don't expect them to come up just this second anyway. But watch, but look here. Look here how the world works. Can y'all see that green? That's some of that papaya. That's Solo Sunset coming up. Look here. Look at that. Look at the papaya. Oh, you know, that one said hell no. Look at the papaya. I ain't playing with Nick Raw. Playing with Nick Raw. I'm going to have me some papaya. These papaya going to quit eluding me. And I'm going to tell you something else. You know what? I just not figured out something. I thought something was digging in this. Ain't nothing digging in that. It's a leak right there in this greenhouse. And that water is just steadily pummeling. Look, growing leaves. This is the stuff that Nature 9 sent me. Like I said, this had been start growing leaves. I'm kind of waiting on this one to grow leaves, but hopefully it'll do something. That water been disturbing it. This over here, I broke this piece off and rooted it. I'm gonna have to. I see this fig making a bud. How you like them apples? Or how you like them figs? Over there, I got some Cuban oregano. That's the last little blackberry I got that need to go outside. My dragon fruit is looking fine. It's a tomato growing in there with it. Ain't no telling what kind of tomato that is. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna swap spots with this. So that leak where it was catching that water was right there. Pick this up. These little peas gonna probably be dog treats. And I'm gonna set this over here. Like I said, y'all remember Garfield? He poked all these holes in here. I got water coming in, some everywhere, but it ain't a ton of water. It's fine. These lemon drops, I need to water them, and then but they looking okay. These the lemon drops down here. I actually got some more seeds for them, but they looking all right so far. We're gonna see what happens. A lot of this stuff where I planted stuff, hell, them peppers, they acted like they had germinated and they never did come up. I don't know what's going on with that. The little oregano I sowed ain't done nothing. This over here is the fig that Go Grow sent me. How about I get it in frame? There you go. That's the fig that Go Grow sent me. So that fig looks like it's gonna maybe okay. I don't know what kind of tomato that is. I'm probably gonna pluck it out of there and plant it somewhere though. To be fair, I can't even front. All that lemongrass, then none of that come back. I guess the cold must have got to them roots. So all that soil is finna be getting recuperated, and I'm finna compost all the rest of it. Y'all see how my elderberry looking? I repotted it and repotted the catnip. They look better. That elderberry, bro, them roots grow so fast. They'll have your stuff root bound before you know it. So, y'all, with that, that's the last. See some more new growth? Y'all see them? These strawberries ain't playing no game. But like I said, with that, y'all, I'm going to let that be it. Until next time. See you guys later.